What's up, everybody? This is QR Dizzle, and I'm your host, Paul Serini. Tonight on the program, Quantum Recall is getting its groove. Also, I'm reviewing Marvel's new comic, Godzilla Conquers the Multiverse, first issue. Spaceballs mode is activated. Mode the Spaceballs is activated. There's a loud buzz about the new Spaceballs sequel. I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it. Now, without further ado, ludicrous speed, go! All right. Okay, everyone. How silly was that? I must say that I was rushing to start because I came from a church service, and it was not the fault of the church service that I am late. I started driving east on a road that I thought would be open, but this is Colorado. You can't count on roads to be open. So I drove very far east, and it's like detour, and I lost 10 minutes. I would have been home 10 minutes earlier if I hadn't run into that detour. So I had to go back, and it was all this thing, and I was so frustrated, and I was driving home, and I was praying about it. Like, I was praying for patience, and I was praying for forgiveness because I was frustrated. I thought, yeah, I have plenty of time. This is going to work. And it's an unusual case where I decided to get food after the service instead of eating something before. Mistake. But it all worked out. You know why? Because I went to Chick-fil-A, and they had the chicken pimento sandwich is back. I don't know why they just have that temporarily, but I've said they need to put that on their menu permanently because it's absolutely amazing. So it all worked out in the end. And like last minute things here, like I'm sitting here going, okay, I'm just waiting to go now. And then I'm like, wait a minute, I'm streaming in just a moment. I'm streaming and I have to like get the stream set up. I didn't get the stream set up. Like, I forgot that whole part of my routine. I'm just sitting here like picking my butt, passing some gas, like, and then I go, oh my gosh, wow. But in any case, do you see the Spaceballs theme tonight? I'm so proud of that theme. That's so cool. That's so cool. You see that there? Right there, Grok made that. I'm amazed it allowed me to do that because Grok is getting more and more persnickety about certain things. When you go to generate images, it's like, no, you can't use that image because it's copyright infringement or it's someone else's IP or something. So you see this image right here, and you saw the video that I played at the top of the show. Let's just play that one again for fun, okay? Because I like it, I'm going to play it again. Look at that. Okay, so I'm Dark Helmet from Spaceballs. You get it? I get it. And here it is. Instead of him like lifting up those orbs above his hands like that, I wanted to have a lightsaber in my crotch, and I wanted to turn the lightsaber on in my crotch like they do on Spaceballs. What? Cam, go to Cam. Okay, here we go. They have that joke on Spaceballs where he holds it to his crotch and it turns on and it gets longer and longer, and then he goes, I see your Schwartz. Your Schwartz is as big as mine. That's what I wanted to do with the video. But when you say lightsaber, and it's already flagged. Once they notice you're working on something that has its own IP, it's flagged. And then they're like, no, you can't do that. And so I'm sitting here trying to think of other words. And so I tell it, I want you to make a sword, like show him grab the handle of the sword from the side of his uniform and make him turn it on like a lit sword. And nope, it won't allow that either. It's getting vastly persnickety. So the other day, there's this puppet of a news guy on Channel 9 named Kyle Clark. True story. And so I wanted to take a snapshot of Kyle Clark sitting on the 9 News set, and I wanted to have Grok turn it into a Muppet because I think he's a puppet. And I think that's adequate, fair satire. When you're up there, you're bought and paid for, and you say the things that they pay you to say, that's fair. You make a image that looks like you, but it's a puppet, like a Muppet instead. So when I say Jim Henson's Muppet, make him in the style of a Jim Henson's Muppet, they're like, nope, can't do that. And then like Grok won't even do it if it's an original image of somebody. You can't alter an original image of somebody like that anymore. So I went to what I thought was my less favorite GPT, and boom, it does it. I got an image made of what's his noodle. So copyright. Okay, it's just like, so I'm thinking, in order for me to evolve and kind of do the things that I want to do, I have to find other AI models that are not so persnickety, and they'll just do what they're told instead of no, no, no. And I'm sure, like, because of it was like the Wild West at first, just like so many things are with the internet. It's the Wild West, and people are creating tons of stuff that, like, you probably shouldn't make Darth Vader. And like act like it's your own thing. I mean, like very realistic versions of other people's copyrighted material. I get why that's kind of wrong, but it's obvious that it's satire. And if I could draw a picture of it and show you, and I could put on a costume and take a picture of myself and show you, and I could create an effect with a sword like a lightsaber and show you. I could create it manually with CGI or something. That's okay, but AI is like, no, no, no. And I'm sure it's liability issues. I'm sure they're doing this because of liability issues. That's kind of annoying to ma. Okay? But I'm okay now. I was a little agitated driving home, I must admit. I was praying for patience. That's honestly true. And I don't feel like a good person because of the way I got irritated. Traffic wasn't even that bad, but it was like I was in a hurry. So I was like personalizing it. Every time someone drove in front of me, I was like, dude, you're in my way. Could you please? And like people not going when the light turns green, and people not going when you're sitting at a stop sign and you're just like, what's going on here? And then you have to like beep at them because they don't realize someone's behind them. They're just sitting there, you know, not going. And I don't know why, just not going. I don't have a lot of patience for slow drivers. I pay attention to what I'm doing on the road, and I move when I'm supposed to move. I'm like, once that light is green, I'm like, is it clear here? Is it clear here? Go! It's like a race to me. I'm like a professional driver that way. Okay. I got to chill. All right, segue to more chill. All right, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Quantum recall it's hitting its stride right now, I must say. I went on Thursday, and I did my show on Thursday, and damn, that shit was good. I'm serious. I'm really enjoying how it's coming together technically. Like when I talk about refining and getting the mix right and the sound right, it's really coming along in a way that I'm grateful that the production is coming together over there, and I liked my cognizant delivery. I liked how I was being creative and just being a good talker. Generally, fundamentally, I wasn't following a script necessarily. I have my notes, but my notes are like a bullet point, and the bullet point is basically like the trigger for whatever's loaded in my brain with that subject matter. You hit the trigger on that subject matter, and it's like, boom, spew out everything I have to say about it. Because usually, if I have stuff to say about something, all I need is just a tiny little reminder. I don't have like tons of notes. I mean, like we came from the church service, and I'm sitting here looking like this. Where we were sitting, I could see where the pastor is reading off of a teleprompter. And sometimes he has spontaneous things he says in the middle, but he's like reading it word for word. And I don't know why that style, and it sounds authentic when he's reading it. It sounds like it's coming from the heart, and it's recited in a way where it sounds like he's just conversing normally. But I don't know why someone reading off a teleprompter bugs me. It's not that I haven't ever done that before, reading copy for voiceovers or something. Of course I've done that. But quantum recall, let's come back to that. I'm liking what's happening. I'm liking the augmentation of kind of the interesting visuals with the AI. That's a theme I keep coming back to because it's true. It's just so cool. I wish I could have gone. Goodness gracious, the order of these things tonight, you know what I mean? I wish I could have gone to the San Diego Comic-Con. I was fantasizing about this some months ago. I was like, damn, that'd be cool because I love California and it would be awesome to go out there. And so one of my compromises was I went to the Fan Expo in Denver, which is kind of like very big and awesome, but still not exactly the same thing. they have pinball exhibitors at San Diego Comic-Con, and I really wanted to go for that reason. But because San Diego is San Diego, and because California is California, and I love California, I love the culture in California, so many aspects of it. Like I'm talking about like the beach culture and beautiful women everywhere and the palm trees and the climate. It's tropical. I love it. And then my mind also works like this. I'm like, tidal waves? Yeah, I'm afraid of tidal waves because that's like the ring of fire there. And there's a geological record that shows in the past, tidal waves have hit the entire West Coast. And true story. And earthquakes. So I got to be paranoid about earthquakes. That's in my nature too, just to be paranoid whenever I'm going anywhere. And when I'm flying somewhere, I'm like, oh my God, is the plane going to crash? And then I go through all the rigmarole of going through security at the airport and not being able to stand that, not liking that, what it is. And then surviving it and landing on the ground and being like, yes, I'm in this new place. This is awesome. This is great. And I want to enjoy it. So lots of cool stuff going on at Comic-Con. One of the things that's a big draw this year is there's so much anticipation for the new Spaceballs movie. And I must admit, that is the original Spaceballs is a classic that I love. It's so freaking funny, and it's just one of those nostalgic things that I'm like, I need to revisit that. And when the new movie comes out, I'm certainly going to watch the old one. It's been a long time since I've watched it, but I watched it so much when I was younger. I could practically recite the whole movie. And yeah, so I was trying to make a lightsaber as a phallic device, and it did not work. And Rick Moranis received a standing ovation. Let me show you this. This is kind of cool. I'm going to bring you to this right here. All right, let's go like this. Just one moment. I'm bringing something up on this screen right here so you can see it. All right, let me just open this up for you right here and restart it from the beginning. This is sweet because he retired, and I love to see that people are still loving on him. Because again, I say this all the time. If you make me laugh, I have affection for you. Yes, sirree. If you want me to be, I have fondness for anyone who makes me laugh. And so that, and he retired from the limelight, and he's had a sad story. I think he stuck around next to his wife while she passed away. So he's a widower, I believe, is the story. And so I just love that guy. I love him on Ghostbusters. I love him on Strange Brew, Rocky Horror Picture Show. I just love that guy, okay? And so he was Second City sketch guy, and a lot of things I really dig and appreciate about him. And of course, where's the other picture here? This is the one I think I used this picture here to make my little what do you call it? It's a tribute to this, right? So he was hilarious as this character, and so I decided to create that. Do you see that there? And I have to, like, it's like it's not hard enough to produce. You have to fight the AI now to get it. And then so I the other day when I was trying to get Grok to make Kyle Clark a Muppet, I was chatting with the AI and saying, why won't you do this? I'm like, will you do this for me? It's like, yes, I'll do this. It said, yes, it would do it. And then when I gave it to it, once again, it did not do it. That is a total diss. All right, so we're going to watch this brief moment. It's about a minute and a half. I'm moving quickly because time is running out. We're halfway through the show now. Holy mackerel. It's working, though. It's all going as planned. So let's enjoy this. This was another moment from the Comic-Con where I wish I were there. I would love to have been there for this moment because I just like it when a lot of people have some of the same things in common that they love. That's always nice. So I'll come over here real quick. Blow this up, and they have some kind of funny humor. And I actually think instead of playing this like this, I'm going to go like this.
In Hall H, to announce that this is just the beginning of our plans for a Spaceballs cinematic universe. And Hall H is not just review. phase 2. We got phase 3 is coming up. And this is all part of a 3-phase saga that we call the Almighty Schwartz Saga. Ass. Yeah. This ass is just part of a bigger cinematic universe, the asshole.
All right.
Yeah, take a look over there.
And it starts with guys there. We got a lot of ideas. Really follow the.
We have enough content until 2148. We're very excited.
Over here, and at the end, you'll see there's a.
I believe people will be extinct by 2148. By 2048, we will be extinct.
Right order.
Yeah. And you might think, have they stretched this asshole too far?
Someone did some writing.
We're going to keep this asshole nice and tight. And as truly, and even though we're going to stretch the asshole a bit wide over the course of the next couple of years, at the end of the day, it's all about the art.
Yeah, they're milking that joke quite a lot there, if you couldn't tell. Most definitely. All right. What's going on? That's supposed to be showing me. Do we have this here now? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Moi. It's Moi. And I love that movie. I can't wait to see that movie. I wanted to talk about it tonight. Kevin Smith was hosting that panel there. I don't think he was involved in the making of the movie, but it's kind of cool that he's involved in that. And I mean, like, I'm kind of jealous of that guy. Because have you ever thought, I know this is not modest, and I should be modest, but sometimes you think, I'm cooler than that guy. I feel like I could make cooler movies than Kevin Smith if you just gave me a budget and you gave me the talent and I had the proper story. I could conceive of it and do it and execute it better than Kevin Smith. That's what I think anyway. What do you have to lose by seeing me try? I'm going to do something special with AI. If I live and I don't die randomly, mark my words now. I'm not just going to make little itty bitty silly clips with AI for my bumpers on my shows. I'm going to do something more substantial, some kind of full story. I was telling my cousin something I was thinking about tonight. Only it can't be done in a 5-minute video. You could make something compelling in 5 minutes, but I have an idea that I don't even want to divulge because I don't want anyone else to do it right now. But everyone, I have to move on to this because I got to make sure I hit all the notes. We are running out of time here. We literally have 11 minutes left. 11 minutes, 14 seconds. As I say 14 seconds, it's already 12 seconds and 11 seconds and 10, 9. And okay, but we got to keep going. Right here is my comic book review of the week. And I deliberately only did one this week. I may only be doing one a week because I want to be able to keep up with the video editing of these things because I want to put these all out as edited videos of comic book reviews and have that be part of like what is one of the handful of niches that I'm doing because I'm enjoying and I'm a growing aficionado of comic books and I like them. But I have to be honest with you. Godzilla Conquers the Universe is not one of my favorite comic books. Let me read the little intro to this comic book review I made. Godzilla just teamed up with Null, conquered Earth 616, and now he's coming for the entire multiverse. Dr. Doom's answer? Assembling the weirdest team you've ever seen and go hunting for bigger monsters. Right, okay, this is a strange storyline. And as I read it, I went to AI and I said, is my take on this story correct? Like Dr. Doom is a villain from Fantastic Four, but in this, he's kind of like Dr. Doom is kind of like an anti-hero. So he's going to try to save the universe, even though he's Mr. Doom and not a nice guy. He's teaming up with Punisher as one of them, and the Fire Guy. I'm calling him Fire Guy from Fantastic Four because I don't know him that well, and I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to front to you. Strange moments in this book here, though. Oh, so Godzilla is barely part of this. Like, you hardly see Godzilla in this at all. So Godzilla's just going around smashing cities in different universes. What's the deal? I don't get it. I was saying to AI that I don't think there's a very intellectual basis for this. Of course, they hire amazing illustrators to tell the story, but if you don't have a solid story, it kind of feels disjointed to me at certain points. And there are moments where the ideological leanings of the author squeaks through, and I kind of find it annoying. So Dr. Doom's putting his team together, and there's a lady with a bad attitude. One of her lines is, "Ugh, what is it about the fragile male ego that they need to slap their name on everything?" And it's like, oh, okay. So I just, and all these guys are confident in themselves, but she's just like, she hangs out with these guys and she's all like, ooh, 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 all the time. And when Dr. Doom, he's pointing at these three people, Kang the Conqueror, Emma Frost, and Jonathan Storm, the Human Torch, that's the guy from Fantastic Four. He's pointing at them and she says, "Pointing is rude, Victor." Victor is Dr. Doom, basically. And so Punisher is in this. What's another one? Kegelmacher? Is that how you pronounce his name? I don't know. Spider-Man's in it. Spider-Man is awkward. Who are these people? Ghost Rider is in it. This is his... Oh, and the last one is Nexus of Realities. He puts together this cadre of who's who, some of them kind of villainish and some of them hero-ish. I would say that Punisher is also kind of like an anti-hero dude, but Spider-Man certainly is not. It's really odd to have Spider-Man team up with Dr. Doom is all I'm saying. And I would rarely say this, that this is a comic book. I am not going to buy the second issue and I'm not going to continue this. This to me, but I will point out there's a picture in here of what do you call it? Godzilla, of course, is what I'm talking about. I'm trying to find it. There's a picture of Godzilla where he's in another universe and he's looking like he's fused. They sort of made him like Wolverine / Godzilla. And I was like, that's a really interesting picture. Like the illustrations are awesome. I just think the story revolving around it could be better. So I'm sorry, fellas. I don't mean to knock the hard work of people. I'm just not a big fan of this one. And I say fellas like the team that worked on it. I'm sure, they have I looked up the guy who wrote it. What's his name? Dugan, I think. And he's renowned in the industry. He has a good, Jerry Dugan. But when those little ideological things sneak through like that. Oh, another thing, I will end with this. There's just something in here where there's this snide remark about Western capitalism corrupting people. And I'm like, why are you sneaking that in there? This is capitalism. This comic book is capitalism. You live in capitalism. So how about, I love Superman of old because it was like truth, justice, and the American way. Well, I'm not going to like dump on everything American. I'm not happy with the government. Maybe we overlap about how we're frustrated with the government, but I don't want to trash Western society. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. And that might mean that they have someone in their employ who's a little bit brainwashed. And if you don't like this review, I'm sorry, dude, but I don't know your other work. You might have done very good work, but I don't want someone brainwashed trying to program little kids into thinking capitalism bad. It's not a bad thing. It served me well. It served a lot of people I love well. People, immigrants who came here with nothing and thrived and made great lives for themselves. I'm not going to knock capitalism because I see the fruits of it when people who come here work exceptionally hard, starting with nothing, starting out again after certain failures and doing exceedingly well for themselves. No way am I going to knock it. Godzilla Conquers the Universe. I have to give this one... I don't know, out of 5, I have to say 3 to 3.5 out of 5 if I'm giving it like a rating. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I don't want to seem like I'm somebody who's just going to be like, I'm not going to ingratiate myself to you to get to know you. But if I may very well come across other work by some of these people because I am checking out the names. I'm trying to familiarize myself with people who work in this industry. And I might discover work that I think is exceptional. And there are other people that I think have done good work and bad work that I've noticed. So I'm not knocking every aspect. I'm just not a fan of this right here. All right. Holy crap. I'm at 25 minutes, 47 seconds now. What is there left to do for me? Oh, yeah, I have a clip in here that's from last week. That's not something we want to pull up. Is there anything else I want to say? Is there anything else I want to say? Just that I'm a sheep. It's true. What the pastor said. I'm not, sometimes I front like I'm all that, and sometimes I front like I'm the best when I know I'm not the best. And I'm just sitting here I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to improve myself as much as possible. But this particular pastor had some humble things that he said that I appreciated tonight, because I do come away from pastors sometimes with thoughts and criticisms, especially intermixed with the politics of a church and a super church. And I'm not criticizing. I want to see something. So last week, I know I was being tracked when I went there, because when I came home, I did this show, and then I went and I got on Instagram, and the first Instagram I saw, let's see, what is the first Instagram I see when I get on here? It was the lead pastor of Flatirons. And why is it not coming up now? Come on, work. Here we go. Nope, not the same phenomenon this week. Isn't that interesting? Last week, it was certainly the first one to come up was the lead pastor that was the first thing to come up after I went to church there that day. But I wanted to just see if the same phenomenon occurred again. But I'm going to start wrapping things up now, because we're at 27 and a half minutes. And so in order to wrap things up, I want to go all the way down with this and start some music and say, visit quantumrecall.tv. Follow on social media, please. Help me out here. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to do special stuff. Cut to the QR code. Ah, yes, I read my instructions out loud. That's not the narration part, dude. As always, watch Quantum Recall TV live Thursdays at 12:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Streaming on X, YouTube, and Rumble. Or maybe QR Dizzle is a little more your style. Little bro show in the front, yo. QR Dizzle streams live on the same social network Saturday, 7:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Quantum Recall TV and QR Dizzle are produced in Landia Colossus. I'm your host, Paul Vincent Serini, and the way I like to end is by saying, peace be with you all.